Imagine you've just been born. You're swimming through a beautiful mangrove, fish everywhere, sunlight trickling through the water, and best of all, you're a shark, the king of the ocean, but there's a catch. You've been born with a massive head, like stupidly big. You're a hammerhead, one of the most iconic animals in the ocean. And I bet you think that makes life easy, but you're wrong. And I'm not talking about getting bullied for your weird face. No, being a hammerhead is a constant battle. From the day you're born to the day you're, well, a fin in a soup bowl. So, let's take a look at just how hard it sucks to be a hammerhead shark. Before we get into the life of a hammerhead shark, we need to clear up what a hammerhead shark is. And most people think there's only one species, when in reality there are 9. And these 9 species all share similar traits. Big head, scary teeth. But there's more to them than that, and they all face their own issues in daily life, which is why 7 out of these 9 species are close to extinction and on the endangered species list. We're this close to losing them. So let's see how their day goes. So, we already established that hammerhead pups are born in mangroves, and the good news, they've got company. About 50 siblings are born at the exact same time. The bad news, mum's already legged it to go live her best life, and dad's not even in the picture. It's a pretty rubbish start, no parents, no guidance, just your own instincts and pure chaos. From literally the moment you're born, you've got 3 jobs: to swim, hide in those roots, and hunt. Do those 3 things well, and congrats, you might just make it to day 2. Even better, survive past day 2, and welcome to your new normal. Swim, eat, don't die. Anything that fits in your mouth is dinner, because it's dirty bulking season, and you need to gain. For the next 2 years, it's that, on repeat: eat, sleep, swim, eat, sleep, swim. And as you grow, so does your prey. Honestly, as far as shark childhoods go, this isn't half bad. You've got protection in the mangroves, you've got food availability, and you've got siblings. Compare this to other sharks, and you're lucky you've not had to murder your own brother. But eventually, you need to leave the mangroves. Like the final day of school, you burst out of the mangroves, thinking the world is yours to conquer. But for young hammerheads, the next chapter, it's a bloody deathmatch. Your first challenge is to avoid other hammerheads. The last thing you want is a family reunion, because adult hammerheads, yeah, they eat their own babies. Being an opportunistic cannibal is not exactly the best move when you're critically endangered. And it's not even just your own kind. Any larger shark will happily snap up a bite-sized hammer if you're not quick enough. But surely nothing else in the sea is big enough to take down a fully grown hammerhead, right? No, that's wrong. Orcas, killer whales, apex predator royalty. Pods of them are known to target sharks, and let's be real, you do not want to be on the wrong side of a pod. Then there's the food problem. You've just spent 2 years in a banquet hall, and now you're out here at the back of the queue for a vending machine that's running low on stock. So you need to pray that all that hunting training is going to pay off, because hammerheads need to eat around 3% of their body weight every single day. And for some species, like the greater hammerhead, that's nearly 5,000 calories. That's a whole lot of fish, squid and stingrays. Overall, if you can stay off menu and find your own, you might just make it to adulthood. And let's say you beat the odds. You're an adult, one of the most dominant predators on Earth. Apex status unlocked. Life should be great from here, should be long and full of purpose. You regulate the ecosystem, keeping fish stocks balanced, maybe even finding a mate and starting the next generation of big-headed little fish. Sounds pretty perfect. Until it's not. Now, terrible idea for YouTube, but if you close your eyes for a second and just really imagine, one day you're swimming, you bite into something, dinner you think, but then you feel a tug. The next moment, you're out of the water, thrashing. Something burns through your fins. Then, splash, you're dumped back in the water. It's only been a couple of seconds, but something feels wrong. You try to swim, but you can't move forwards. You just sink. Down, down, deeper. Your body's failing, oxygen's running low, and there, at the bottom of the ocean, you wait, conscious, but helpless, until you suffocate. If you closed your eyes, you can open them now. It's a scary reality for sharks. Because of that, I'm getting rid of the animation, and whilst you were on that journey, another part went on a separate journey. Your fins. The part they actually wanted. They're being packed up, flown across the world and dropped into soup. Or medicine, if we can call it that. This is finning, and it's not rare. It's not an accident. It's the single biggest killer of sharks worldwide. And it's responsible for most of the 100 million deaths that happen every single year. So yeah, no wonder 7 out of 9 hammerhead species are on their way out. And that is why it absolutely sucks to be a hammerhead shark. You beat the odds, you defy predators, you escape the mangroves, just to end up either get eaten by a relative or end up in someone's soup. A life that could be magnificent almost always cut short. So what do you think? Could you survive a day as a hammerhead shark? And if you've enjoyed this dive into ocean's misery, why not hit like, subscribe and follow along, because there'll be more videos, hopefully less depressing than this one.